39 years old. I am been married for 11 years. I've got 2 young boys. I was born and raised in Fort Bend County, Texas. My last year of high school, I ended up going to the outside Dallas area. I graduated from high school in Garland, Texas. After high school, I went to student at Boston State University. Going to high school, during high school and my college years, I didn't have too good of study habits. And I ended up joining a fraternity and ended up failing out of college. And after that, I said, I didn't know what else to do with my life, so I ended up joining the Marine Corps. In the Marine Corps, I was in the Marines from 2008 to 2013. In 2010, I was hit by a roadside bomb in Afghanistan. And so after that, I couldn't really get better after that, so they ended up retiring me. So I'm actually ready to retire from the Marine Corps. After the Marine Corps, I went back to school. I went to University of North Texas. I have a degree, associate's degree in radio, film, and television production. After that, I graduated. I lived in Savannah, Georgia for a year, and worked at a local news station in Savannah. My wife got a promotion to her job, so we ended up moving back to Austin area, and ended up working at Spectrum News 1 in Austin, Texas, doing as a audio production and floor director. In 2021, my second son was born, and it was during COVID, and I wasn't really making a whole lot of money at the station. We couldn't find child care, so I ended up quitting my job and becoming a stay-at-home dad. And I ended up started working for a couple of structural engineers. I learned how to do AutoCAD software, and so I do AutoCAD designs for structural engineers. I don't have a lot of accomplishments in my life. I don't have a lot of things to really run on, but the thing that makes me different is after I was hit by the IED in Afghanistan, before I got out of the Marine Corps, I had a lot of issues with PTSD, and I spent a lot of time in therapy, and I couldn't go out in public. I was scared, I was angry all the time, and I had to do a lot of therapy, and through that therapy, I really understood my own emotions. I understand why I was being angry, why I was having panic attacks, why I couldn't go to the grocery store, and why is that important for you to know? We Texans do care about issues. They do care about public education. They do care about helping people. They want people to have health insurance. They want the property taxes lowered. But when Greg Abbott runs, he runs on fear. He runs on anger. He keeps people afraid. He keeps people so scared. For Beto, for instance, he runs on Abbott runs on cultural issues. And what cultural issues do to people is make them angry. It makes them afraid. And so when Beto was running, Abbott said he wants a wide open border. That wide open border issue makes people afraid. It makes people angry. I don't want immigrants coming to this country, taking this, that, and other. And so we have to have somebody who can help people through their emotions. Keep them from feeling afraid. Keep them from being angry. And help them through what they feel when Greg Abbott starts launching those cultural attacks. Same thing with trans girls playing in women's sport. That makes people angry, but there's not a single trans athlete in this state, but it still makes people angry. Democrats only care about trans people. Yeah, we do care about trans people. We care about everybody. So you should know that we're going to care about you too. Why, you can't say, well, we're only going to do these people, but not you. We care about everybody. We want everybody to have opportunities, to have a good life, and not be discriminated against. Democratic primary voters have to understand how different you are from everybody in the state. When you look at the political spectrum, it goes from Democratic primary voters have the most empathy and compassion of everybody in this entire state. There's only 1 million of us. So once you start going across the political spectrum, you go from less empathy to indifference, to more hate, to a lot of hate, to a lot of hate. We're not going to get those hate people, but the people that have the hate in their heart, if we run somebody that they genuinely know is going to care about them and make their life better, they're not going to vote for us, but we can get them to stay home. The people in the middle, the independents, the people that do have empathy for people, a lot of them do have empathy, but they don't have empathy for people who don't look like them. And so when Greg Abbott launches those cultural attacks, they care, but But when you say they want immigrants coming into the country, they want a wide open border, they stop caring about those issues and start caring about the culture war attacks. We have to have somebody who can keep voters from becoming afraid and knowing that we care about it, that we're going to make their lives better. Somebody they can truly understand that everything is going to be okay. If a Democrat wins this governorship or flips this state, your life is going to get better. You don't have anything to be afraid of. That's what I'm